In a world grappling with climate change, pandemics, and economic upheaval, how can countries build and rebuild better? Forward-thinking policies and investments that benefit everyone are key. The innovators are following a green growth approach. Why take a green growth approach? It delivers economic growth without sacrificing the environment. When citizens demand an improved quality of life, green growth is a low-carbon strategy that brings shared economic prosperity with respect for nature. Since 2008, Korea has been following a green growth approach. They allocated a budget for green growth across sectors. Their strategy was to achieve a green growth future by investing in human capital, R&D, and by collaborating with key stakeholders. The result, the government and private sector investing in green projects, green industries, and creating new green jobs. Much of Korea's success is the result of institutions, their role, and governance structures. Done right, long-term planning aligns citizen interests, nation building, and protecting the environment. Imagine Korea's green growth approach as the parts of a bicycle, where the wheels are the budget, gears are research and development, and the pedals represent people and policies. The budget provides the resources. Continual R&D drives innovation in policies and technology, with government implementing the chosen policies. All components are interrelated and indispensable. So how can the budget, research and development, and policies align? Public corporations are a mix of private and public ownership. The priority is job creation and a healthy environment in which to live and thrive. To be an implementer and provide feedback between policymakers, the private sector, and citizens. And to monitor which policies are working and are vital for a green and thriving society. Associations connect stakeholders, providing channels to disseminate information and allow continual dialogue. Research institutes play an important role in supporting R&D, partnerships, policy and technology recommendations. They are a valuable link between government, academia, and industry, both locally and globally. How is the green growth approach working in the energy sector? In 2008, faced with a global recession and an energy-intensive economy dependent on imported fossil fuels, Korea embarked on a new energy path. It established goals to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and increase the share of renewable energy. And it allocated a budget to support green energy investments. Since 2016, annual additions to solar PV capacity have grown at nearly 30%. As the global energy economy undergoes massive change, Korea is pioneering green growth in the energy sector, not just by installing renewable energy, but by helping to transform the power grid. Joint R&D has made Korea a leader in energy storage and the smart grid. Between 2009 and 2013, an unprecedented convergence of public and private companies constructed a smart grid on Jeju Island, linking homes, schools, and businesses with distributed and renewable energy, electric transportation, and energy storage. Using the experience of Jeju, smart grids and energy storage have expanded throughout the country. And instead of large-scale solar plants of more than 1,000 megawatts, the majority of installations in Korea are less than 1 megawatt, powering homes, businesses, and farms. In the new energy economy, electricity flows both ways, from centralized plants to consumers, and from small producers to the grid. Distributed energy resources help reduce transmission and distribution losses and provide local jobs and income. They also make the electricity system more resilient by diversifying the sources of supply. But what happens when the wind stops blowing and the sun sets? One of the best ways to balance electricity with variable resources such as wind and solar is with energy storage. Energy storage systems can extend the reach of renewable energy. but they can also provide emergency backup or enable households or businesses to purchase electricity at cheaper off-peak hours. Small energy storage systems serve households and businesses. Large ones, like the 28-megawatt project at Anseong, can help balance variable renewable energy output and stabilize the electricity grid. Energy storage facilities have expanded throughout the country, and Korean companies have become global leaders in energy storage systems. Smart grids, distributed renewable energy, and energy storage. What makes a power grid smart? Knowing when a light goes on, when a store is opened, or when the sun has risen. What makes this possible? The extensive use of information technology, like two-way meters and sensors on appliances, where buildings both produce and consume energy. By knowing when and where electricity is needed, energy use is optimized. And within a decade, smart grids are estimated to provide 50,000 new jobs annually in Korea. On a remote island in the Philippines, a green growth approach is emerging with support from Korea and the Asian Development Bank. Solar panels, energy storage, and a smart grid have transformed lives, providing dependable energy for homes, refrigeration for fishermen, electricity for schools. Korea's green growth policies and technologies offer sustainable energy solutions for a broad range of applications, from large urban areas to small remote locations. The World Bank Group and the Korean government established the Korea Green Growth Trust Fund to help countries identify and implement green growth solutions. Green growth is about breathing clean air. It's about using the Earth's resources sustainably while creating jobs in the new green growth economy. Green growth is about shared economic prosperity for everyone. Green growth is how to reach your sustainable development goals.